So in the previous class we have talked about the graph of the quadratic polynomial, and we see that the graph of the quadratic polynomial itself something looks like this. Here is the x-axis and this is the y-axis, here is the origin, and the graph is something looks like this. And we have also talked about that this line itself which breaks down the parabola into two equal parts. Now if you imagine that, consider this line itself, we have called this line as line of symmetry, LOS. Okay, consider this line as a mirror, and if you take a mirror and if you flip on that, it will superpose the another part. Okay, this is the property of the quadratic polynomial, and if you look at that, it cuts the x-axis at two distinct points, and as we know, the point where the graph cut the x-axis called the zeros of the quadratic polynomial. Okay, suppose this point is 2 and this point is 4, although approximately this point will be 2. Okay, you have a polynomial such that if you put as you know the general form of the quadratic polynomial, something ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, a, b, c and are real numbers, a is not equal to 0, that are the conditions along with the quadratic polynomial. 2 and 4 are the zeros of the polynomial. Now a, b and c will appear such that if you put 2 in place of x, it will vanishes. That means the result comes out to be 0. And similarly, if you put 4 in place of x, the result will also vanishes. And of course, you get that the degree of this particular quadratic polynomial is 2. The zeros of course will be 2, and the zeros are 2 and 4. Okay. Now if you see that, if you consider this point, this is the point, the graph is coming down, and after this point the graph turns back. Okay, that is why this point is called turning point. And also in the textbook this point is also termed as vertex of the polynomial. Okay, now there are certain steps by which you can easily find the vertex, that is the point, that is, suppose you have given a quadratic polynomial like this, 2x square plus 3x plus 4, I have assumed that. Okay, now you can easily work out that what point the graph will turn back, right, or turn back or vertex. That means you have to find this point, this will occur, this point, that point, this point, that point, and so on. Okay, now there are certain steps. I have in the previous class I have talked about capital D. This capital D itself called discriminant of that polynomial. That means general form of the polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, now this D is called discriminant. And what is the value of the discriminant? The discriminant value will be b square minus 4ac, and this D itself will tell the shape of the polynomial. That means whether the graph of the polynomial will look like this, or look like this, or look like this. That means if we are able to find D, we can easily work out what will be the graph of the polynomial. It will be look like this, that or that. Okay, whether the graph, that means whether the graph will touch the x-axis, cut the x-axis at 2 point, does not cut the x-axis at all. Okay, now what we this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, this is the x-axis, y-axis, and this is the x-axis, y-axis. Okay, this condition occurs only when d is negative. D is negative. I have talked to you in the previous class. Now this occurs only when d is equal to 0. Okay, and this situation occurs when d is greater than 0. Okay, now we have to find the turning point, that is vertex. Okay, the turning points are as follows. Let us see.
I again emphasize that the general form of the quadratic polynomial is of the form bx plus c. Now if you have given a quadratic polynomial like this x square minus 2x plus 4, what is the value of a, b and c, right? Let us see how can we calculate this. Now compare this form to that form. X square we can easily put 1, there will be no change if you multiply the whole x square by 1, because if you multiply someone by 1 it does not change the value. This one, what quantity is placed in place of b? Oh sorry, let me write this form in another fashion. X square plus minus 2 into x plus 4, right? Now consider this form to this form. We can easily put in place in the coefficient of x square is 1, because if you multiply 1 by someone, nothing will change, right? In place of b, follow immediately that in place of a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 2, and obviously c is equal to 4. Now with these values we can immediately find the vertex. Okay. Now let us find the vertex of the quadratic polynomial. The vertex polynomial will be minus b over 2a minus b over 2a minus b over 4a. Now you know what is b, what is b, what is a, what is c. Okay. Suppose you have a quadratic polynomial x square minus 4x plus minus 5x plus 6. Okay. You have this you have given this value. Now find the turning point. The turning point will be, what if this is the x-axis, this is the x coordinate, this will be the y. Okay. Now the x will be minus b over 2a minus b. This is the formula. Minus b, we have in place of minus b is present, minus 5 over 2 into a. What is a? What is 1? That is 5 by 2. That is 2.5. That is ordinary will be 2.5. Okay. And y will be minus b over 4a. Okay. What is d minus b? Minus b, and as you know, d will be b square minus 4ac over 4a. Now put the values. B square, what is in place of b? Minus 5 square, 25, minus 4. If you multiply 4 into 6 into 1, 4 into 6, 4ac, 4 into 1 into 1, 24, 4 into 4a, let's say 1. 25 minus 24, 1, and minus 1, this will be minus 1. minus 24 is equal to 1, which is greater than 0. That means the graph will cut the x-axis of 2 points. I have talked about that in the previous class. Okay, the graph will turn at 2.5 and 1 by 4, and obviously 1 by 4 will be 0.25 minus 0.25. And if you draw the graph of the polynomial, it will be x and y. X is equal to 2.5. Suppose 2.5 is here. Okay, 2.5 is here. And minus 0.25 and minus 0.25 and minus 0.25 is here. The graph and the point will be this. This is the turning point. Okay, this is the turning point. And also you are able to find the zeros of the polynomial. Okay, x square minus 5x plus 6. Believe me, if you find the zero of the polynomial, this comes out to be 2 and 3. 2 and 3. This will be minus 0.25 and this will be 2.5. Okay? 3 and 2. That means this is greater than 0. The graph will cut the axis at 2 points. Okay? And it will cut the axis at the zeros, and I have added the zeros 2 and 3. The graph will be, here is 2 and there will be something 3, and my diagram is very exaggerated. I am trying to give you a rough estimation. The graph will be